perhaps they're not looking to do it. They're seeing the landscape of this league and that the 3 stars model with this salary cap doesn't work, or it's much more difficult for it to work. Your reaction?
Okay. We'll talk when we talk Clay and the Warriors later more about the owners implementing this new CBA because they wanted to save money and then using it as a shield as a reason not to save money. It's such a wonderful sleight of hand. These rules we put in place are handcuffing us. I hate it.
They do it to protect them from
of course,
themselves.
100%. And then they're like, what do you want us to do? But this is lunacy. I don't think there is an exact right way to build a champion. The Bucks had 3 stars. The Nuggets were all homegrown. The Celtics had 2 homegrown guys, and then everyone else was acquired, and it was kind of egalitarian. The Warriors were like a kind of a retread in Wiggins, an old guy, and then other home. There is the way to win a championship is to be the best team that year. There's a lot of different ways to do
defense
it.
Wins
Thank you, Wild. But here's what's frustrating, Brew. This CBA was in place at the trade deadline. And at the trade deadline, Rob Pelinka, when he held his semi-annual press conference, he holds 2 a year, one at the trade deadline and one when he fires or hires a coach. That's it. This was what Rob Pelinka said about them not making a move. This summer, in June, at the time of the draft, we'll have 3 first-round draft picks to look for deals, which I think will really unlock an access to potentially a greater or bigger swing. He went on. We didn't want to shoot a small bullet now that would only lead to marginal improvement at the expense of making a much bigger and impactful movement in June and July. What he is saying there is, we wanted to wait till we could trade all 3 first-round picks to make a big trade. Guess what that means? To trade for a star. You don't think so?
Not necessarily.
What?
It could mean two really good role players.
Okay, well that's.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I read that to mean one big move because if it was going to be that, then you could have done one. If it was role players, you could do one of those at the deadline.
But it might be the right. What you think is a better fit. What you think is the right fit. I'm just saying. I don't think that definitely means a third.
I think that they were. I think that what they are doing is saying. Well, we struck out on everything, so I think the best answer is that trying to do anything would have been a bad idea. I just don't buy it. Like, it'd be fine if they had done something, Brew. If they had been like, hey, we looked at it, we thought we were going to get a star. Instead, we're getting 3 role players. Or 2 role players. They did nothing. Mm-hmm. They excused their inaction at the deadline by saying we want to keep our powder dry to make a big move. And now it's mostly over, and there's no move to be made.
I agree that there's different ways to build a champion. And teams should not say, we don't want 3 stars. All right, because that can still win.
Philly might win.
Right.
Who knows?
If they're healthy.
Yeah,
they got a shot. And I think OKC is going to, in short order, have 3 stars. They already got SGA, Chet's on his way, and Jalen. So Jalen Williams. Here's where I do disagree with you, though. And I don't know if you're thinking, okay, they went for Clay. I don't think they consider Clay a star right now. Right. They were, at least reportedly, LeBron would have liked Harden. Is not a star now. You know what I mean? Like, and not only in their impact on the game, but in their money. Sure. Harden just got 2 years, $70 million. And obviously Jonas Valanciunas, not a star. They had the chance to at least try to get Kyrie, and LeBron wanted him to, and he was right. But they said the organization was like, nah, we don't want to go for Kyrie. I think they should be trying to get Trae Young. I actually like Trae Young in L.A. Now, I know he's had his ups and downs in the playoffs, but he has had some very high ups, and he went into Madison Square Garden and conquered. He looks like he's clutch. He looks like he's different from D'Angelo Russell, who's very good in the regular season, struggling in the playoffs, right? So I don't think you'd worry about Trae in the playoffs. He's a 3-level scorer. He's a playmaker. Yep. And I think LeBron would be able to teach him how to mature and play winning basketball, which is all Trae really needs because he's got great talent. But they don't seem to be looking at that way. I think all of those things show that they are thinking the 3 kind of max players, because that's really how you would define it now. 3 max players is not the way
I just think they're gun-shy Wilds to make any big move. I think that they don't. I think that there's a lot of ass covering, and they were so burnt by the Russell Westbrook disaster blowing up on them that now they are only going to make a move if they are able to get it for 60 cents on the dollar. Other GMs are not going to do the Lakers any favors. No. In fact, you probably got to pay 110 cents on the dollar. So instead, it's inaction. Instead, it is hold the line. I joked with you about it right before the show, but how long did we hear that they were trying to get Buddy Hield?
Yeah.
Buddy Hield just got traded for a 2031 second-round pick. Now, it was a sign-and-trade, to be fair, but he signed a 2-year, $20 million deal. So, there's just a level of – because I agree with you, Brew, that I think there are a lot – I don't necessarily view this quote as it has to be another max-level guy. Like, if they would have gotten Markkanen, I would have looked at that as 3 stars, if you will, and I think that would have been great. I don't think they have the draft capital to do it. I just think you can't tell me, oh, the big move's coming. The big move's coming, the big move's coming, repeatedly without doing anything before I just think you're biding time, which is what I think is going on.
How about a semi-star in Kyle Kuzma? Reports are the Lakers are interested in Kuzma, and Kuzma's interested in going back. League and team sources have maintained over the last year or so that Kuzma would welcome a return to Los Angeles, just as the Lakers would love to have him back. That's from LakersDaily.com. Here's Kuzma's numbers. If you watched any Wizards games like I was,
yeah.
I was just crushing Wizards, man. And Kyle was having 22 points a game, career high in assists, shot 46%. Free throw percentage, not bad. 77% is a career high, not great, but you know what?
And he's
in the right direction.
Last year didn't show it. He's a sneaky good rebounder for his position, and he's a good rebounder, but go ahead.
And he's got a Lakers jersey already.
Yeah,
so good save on that. Your reaction, bro?
I would love this for the Lakers. I'm not saying they put him over the top, but he's a fit. He's obviously already played with LeBron and AD. He would know how to fit with those guys. He's won a championship. He's better, with all due respect to Austin Reeves, who's solid. He's better than any third option they have right now. He's definitely better than Rui Hachimura. So Kyle Kuzma would be a fit. There's no question about it. That'd be a good – look, I'd still rather have Trae Young. Yeah. But, I would – Kyle would be good for them.
All right, but so if we are now to the Kyle Kuzma portion of Lakers free agency, it means things have gone a bit awry. And I like Kyle, but, I mean, from where it was. So I created a segment, Wild.
I know. He said, I've got stuff.
I've got something for this. I created a segment. It's got full screens.
Oh.
All right, so this is – you might end up wanting to turn this into like a franchise.
All right, let's see it.
I'm calling it Knicks Players Under Pressure List.
Wow.
People under pressure.
People under pressure.
Like a pup list almost.
Like
except not the physically unable to perform. So it's for the Lakers free agency, yeah. Number one
Sounds
on the
like he's trying to
number
steal,
one
like
on the
he's mad that I
just
took
show it.
tiers
What are you talking about?
and had the nice
what are you
tier
talking
4,
about?
tier 3,
No,
tier 2,
Pup one.
Pup list.
Anthony Davis. Now, listen, a lot of this Lakers kind
he's under
of
pressure.
frustration is that is AD ever going to take that leap? And so AD, you're under pressure, and
that moment,
I think maybe you can do it. Pup 2.
I like it. It closes it.
Pup,
You like it?
Rob Pelinka.
This is such
Rob
a
Pelinka.
ripoff
There's some people
of
out
the
there
Bud list.
on TV that are every day this week.
I'm shocked he's only
going
2.
after you, saying you're actually a weird nepotism hire, but it's just Kobe's agent. There's a lot of stuff being said. You're afraid to pull the trigger. You are under pressure,
shocked
Rob.
he's only number 2.
And I'd like to believe in you.
Oh,
I'd like to believe in you.
twisted it
And then
around.
Pup 3,
I like that part.
Jeannie Buss. At some point, you're in charge, Jeannie. And at some point, the buck must stop with you. So Jeannie Buss is number Pup 3. I guess, maybe we should have numbered
I
it
would go
differently.
3, 2, 1.
You're under
I like
pressure, and I think maybe you can do it, Jeannie.
Pretty good.
You liked it, right?
that a lot.
I think maybe we can do
Don't
something like that.
encourage
In the A block, right away?
Right away,
This
like
is
bang. What?
You thought my tears was bad? My tears was good.
Oh, that was.
This was
do with your
horrible.
I didn't even think of that. That was kind of like you doing
I
cheers.
don't name the
in
Bud list. I don't name the list either. The 3 people.
On the
I
pup
just
list?
go third.
Broussard's pup
second.
list. You could do it.
Why didn't you do a cowboy Nick or something? Throw him with a belly.
We are gonna have Dax in a walking boot. All right. Well, there you go. Happy July 4th.
You got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
No, we got more show coming up.
Yeah.
Actually, the show is really good. Clay is next on FS1, the Fox Sports Channel on Sirius.